Hi everyone, welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Tyler. I read books and talk about them, kind of badly, but kind of in a fun way. And if you're here for the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time, or the fifth time, hi, welcome back. Admittedly, I'm a little bit behind on my reading this year, and I'm in a little bit of a slump, but in a way that it feels like I have so many choices, and I don't know where to go, I don't know what to pick, and I'm reading really good books. I've had like 5-star after 5-star after 5-star, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it, but for some reason, I've been reading a book that I just kind of was hard to pick up, but when I was reading it, I was liking it, but it was hard for me to gravitate towards it. So the other day, I was with my partner, Chappie, and I was like, let's go to a library. Because originally I was gonna go look at like the little Friends of the Library like section where you can like buy books. But then when we were there, I was like, well, I have a library card for this county. Why don't I just get some books? I was like, I'm just gonna look. There's a chance I'm gonna find a book. So I found 4. Found 4 books here. I found Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. I found Silver Nitrate by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I found The Hunger by Alma Katsu. And then I found Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. And I just was like, okay, I have to stop. I have to stop at 4. 4 is enough. 4 is enough. 4 gets the job done, you know? And then I was thinking about it and I was like, well, I have a month to read these. What am I gonna do with them? How am I gonna fit them into like the readathon that I'm doing and all of this? And I was thinking about it and I was like, what I could do, mayhaps, perchance, is make a video out of it. And here we are, folks. So I am going to be reading these 4 books to see if I can read them before their due date. Spoiler, I'm making good time. Spoiler, making good time. Because there is mayhaps a chance, perhaps, I've already read one. With most of these, they've been on my like StoryGraph TBR for so long that I was like, let's go. Let's do it. Let's just do it. You know, let's just do it. Because like, okay, this one I'm nervous about because I've read a bad one from Riley Sager and I've read a 5-star from Riley Sager. So we'll see what happens with this. This, I remember putting on my TBR 1.5 million years ago, remembered nothing about it. And I was talking to my friend Kelsey about it. And she was like, oh, I read it when I was in my Donner Party phase. I forgot that that's what this was about. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know what Silver Nitrate's about. I think I'm confusing it with the one that has a similar, the one with the one that's the victims of the crime. This one, this book. I think I'm confusing these two. What's this one about? Oh no, it's one of these ones. You know what? I'm not gonna read it. I don't know what this one's about. I'm gonna go into this blind. And I will, spoilers, thought I knew exactly what this book is about. I'll talk about it in the next coming clips. Thought I knew exactly what this book was about. I was wrong. I had no idea what this book was about. So, stay with me, stay tuned, and we're gonna have some fun reading these books. We're gonna have fun reading these library books. Support your library. Go check out library books. I really hope this is the first one. I think it is. I think it is. I'm pretty confident. I just looked it up on StoryGraph, and it is, in fact, #1 in the series. It is #1. Also, I don't know if you can see them. Colby did my nails to look like dragon eyes. Aren't those cool? Anyways. Hello. Okay, so my partner left for a couple of hours, and great news. That means I get left to read this a little bit more. Wanted to catch you guys up though. I did start this. I'm pleasantly surprised. So when I was originally pitched the book, I did not fully retain what it was about. I thought it was about children from like abusive families going to a boarding school to then get sent and like matched with worlds that truly fit them, these like magical worlds that they could go to escape. But what this book is actually about is it is a boarding school for kids who have found portal worlds or have found magical worlds, think like Alice in Wonderland, that get sent back to Earth and are having a hard time reacclimating to Earth. This gives them a place to be and like exist around people who know exactly what they mean, because a lot of their parents don't believe them. And it's phenomenal. It's whimsical, it's cute, it's a little bit more like tongue-in-cheek than I was expecting it to be. It's a little more gritty. It was written 2016. But also, surprised, I didn't expect there to be ace representation and trans representation in this, so I'm very excited. Our main character, Nancy, that we're following, is a girl who is in who is sent to like an underworld type situation, more of like a dark, wicked world in their language that they use. And it's her first day at school, and so not a lot of it is explained, and you as a reader, you're kind of like, I don't get what's happening, but it's cool because neither does the character, and you're learning with her about this world, about this school, about like the magic systems that are in play and the repercussions of the world and what happens back in Earth. And so you're finding it with her, which I think is kind of interesting and I think is a really cool touch. And I know there's like a bajillion books in this series and they're all pretty short. So I'm having a great time. I think this is a success. I think this is a win for sure. I should never get attached to characters. What do you mean? That's so awful. They came back and they tucked me in so I can keep reading. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was like right there. Like right there the whole time. That's so upsetting. I don't know why I didn't know that it was also like a thriller, like horror. Why did I know nothing? Like, I've heard people talk about this book a lot. I guess I just like didn't actually know what was happening in it. That's crazy. This is so good. This is horrifying though. Like spoiler, no spoiler, but like I'm at the bathtub part and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, what am I reading? Positive. What am I reading? Compliment, What am I reading? Oh, yeah. If you hear stuff in the background, Colby's watching TV in my room and my grandparents are watching the baseball game upstairs, so there's no quiet place to film right now. But I finished Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. It was 5 stars. Like, there was a moment at the beginning where I was like, this is gonna be a 3-star, and then there was something that happened. There was a switch that flicked, and once that switch was flicked, 5 stars. There's a moment where it like turns into a mystery, and I swore I knew. I was like, oh, I know exactly what's happening. I was wrong. I was so wrong, so pleasantly wrong. And it wrapped up so nicely, and it was fast, and it was fun, and I will be picking up the rest of the books in the series. That's just it. But I just wanted to show you guys that I finished my makeup. I am in a weird space today. Today's a weird day. Today is a weird day. And that's okay. It's okay to have weird days. You know, it's okay for a day to be weird. However, I would love for it to not be weird anymore right now. You know, today can be normal. Your day can be normal. Did you know that you can have a normal day too? It's that simple. Having normal days together. Not to sound like a millennial, but you know what I think it is? I haven't had coffee yet today. I'm just like, don't talk to me in like iOS. I've had my coffee. But I've texted Ryan multiple times to be like, hey, so what are we doing? Hey, are we getting coffee? Because if not, I'm going to make coffee here to bring with me. But I don't need 2 coffees. I mean, I always can have 2 coffees. I just wish he would text me back, you know? That's all. I just wish he would text me back. I understand that I'm preaching to the wrong choir here when I say that it is 1,000,000 degrees outside and it's supposed to be spring, but it's not spring weather. It's because AI is taking over. It's because climate change is happening. It's because all of these things, and I get that. However, it is still inconveniencing me, and I'm going to complain about it. It is hot. But before it becomes unbearably hot and I can't come outside at all anymore, I'm going to be sitting outside. I sunscreened up. And I'm going to start silver nitrate, knowing diddly about it, you know? So, I like bees. Bees haven't played an important role, but I'm allergic, so go away. Oh, my eczema's acting up. God, I hate when it's hot. You know, this is just proving the point. What is this? What is all of this? Oh my God, that was all on my intro. All of this was in on my intro, and no one told me? None of you told me? Okay. Well, we're off to such a good start. We're off to such a good start. There's too many flies. I'm dying. I'm going inside. Also, when I was looking, or like when I was typing in all of the information of the books into StoryGraph, it said that I was exactly 5 books behind. Which this is 4 books. Never mind. I really thought I was doing something with that. But if I finish these, it will, you know, it'll get me back closer on track to where I want to be. Because I do want to read 50 books this year. I've read 9 this year, which is not 0. That is such an impressive amount, and I'm very proud of myself. However, if I want to get to 50, I gotta speed up a little bit. But I do normally read more in the fall than this time, right? I have nothing to back that up. I just have vibes. I don't even know if that's true, but it just feels like I read more in the fall time. I don't know what your attitude is, but you need to fix it, buddy. What's going on? Okay. You know what I need to invest in? A tripod? That'd be great. Hi. Okay, so I started Silver Nitrate. I got in the first chapter, and this follows. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Now I'm having a good time. This follows a character who she works in the audio engineering department of this like production company team, and she's the only woman that works there, and she is surrounded by men who do not value her and treat her like shit. And she specifically likes focusing on horror movies, and she's working in this industry to have money for herself, but to also help pay for her sister's cancer treatments. And I just feel like a lot of this, I don't know anything about this book, but I feel like this is going to be like a good for her story. You know, like the shitty men in her life get what they get, and good for them, because they should have got what they got. That's the feeling that I'm getting. That's the vibe that I'm going to get from this book. And honestly, I'm having a good time. Also, if you ever hang out with Ryan Nealon in person, Just know, just come to expect it, love it, learn it, embrace it. He is going to be late. He's going to be so late.
Showing you.
Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you for the content. Oh, thank you for the content.
Oh my god. Look at the snoot.
Yeah, he really was interested. Hello.
BTS vibes. I'm just trying to figure out what to say.
You're doing great. You're doing so good.
Why are there so many fucking planes and kids?
Okay, bye. Thanks for dinner.
Bye, yeah. It's okay. I gave you so much fiber that you'll be farting for the rest of the night.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay, bye. Text me when you get home. Oh, I love you. Don't forget to take your trash can out.
Thank you.
Yeah, love you. Leaving that, man. Good morning. So, yesterday was fun. I didn't get as much reading as I would like. Oh no! My torque coffee is basically gone. Oh no! That's rough. But I did get to chapter 5. Got about 60 pages in. Turns out everything I thought about the book was wrong. I mean, it still could. Some of the stuff that I predicted could happen. But turns out, this feels like it has more cursed movie vibes. And they probably say that on the back of the book. But I didn't read it. You watched. You watched it happen. Also, if you're ever in San Diego, or if any of you are in San Diego, please go to Torque Coffee. Please just go. They're so good. You see me struggling over here, though? That's crazy. I'm struggling my ass off. But anyway, so this feels like this has more of a cursed movie vibe, which is fun because I checked out the audiobook. Does that defeat the purpose of checking out the library book if I'm also going to check out the audiobook? No. It's double support for the library. I double supported the library. But I recognize the audiobook narrator. I have to put regular coffee in with it. There was not enough coffee. But I recognize the audiobook narrator, and she's one of the voices in Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay, which is so fun because that's also a cursed movie. It just, how fun. And I'm hanging out with a friend today. Fridays are the day where I hang out with my friend Matt. But until he gets off work, I'm gonna just read and play Disney Dreamlight Valley because we live two different lives, But my water's boiling for my French press. I'm gonna make some coffee. And I'm gonna do the damn thing. I already took my meds. So take your meds. Take your meds, damn it. That was so hard to do one-handed. Oh my god. Coffee is sufficiently coffee. It's actually really good. And then I made a yogurt bowl. It has Greek yogurt, peanut butter powder, and then Jell-O cheesecake powder with a banana. In a cup I got for Valentine's Day. Listen. Let's see. That's so good. We're gonna have an okay day. Yeah. Hi, friends. Hello. Oh, you're in my sock drawer. That's crazy. Maybe I should stop trying to film here. I've dropped you both times. So, I've been reading a lot of today, and I'll let you know, I'm invested now, but there was a 15-page window where I was I don't think this is for me. I don't think this is for me, and that sucks because I really liked Mexican Gothic, but now I'm hooked. It just took a second to get to the scary part. Also, I'm going through my room. Please ignore that pile. But it took me a second. It took a second to get to the scary part. And now that we're at the scary part, I'm here. I'm hooked, I'm invested, but it did take a second to get to that scary part, you know? I was like, I thought this was horror. Now I'm spooked. Now I'm scared. Now I'm hooked. And unfortunately, I'm hooked right when I have to go hang out with my friend. So I'm gonna go do that. But I'm glad I'm at like page like 115. So it does take about 100 pages to get in to it. You do that what you will. Do that what you will. You're a good model. It's so busy in here. I've never seen it this crowded. I just want to get a Danish and a coffee, please. But there's like a billion people. Wild. This morning was crazy. We went to Bird Rock Roasters. No, we went to Trader Joe's, Bird Rock Roasters, Silva, and then we went to Vaughn's, and finally we're home. And we're gonna watch. I'm gonna eat breakfast, I'm gonna eat oatmeal and drink my iced coffee, and then we're gonna watch America's Next Top Model while we eat, and then I'm gonna settle in and read. I read about 10 pages this morning. It's getting juicy, it's getting good. I love a book about movies. I love a book where media is talked about. I love knowing, like finding out like niche histories of things. And this one's really talking about like horror movies, and I think it's really fun. So I'm gonna drink my coffee, eat my oatmeal and my grapes, watch America's Next Top Model, and then dive the I got walked in on. Are those my grapes? Thank you. I got caught. So we've been making our own kava bowls, and it has rice, lentils, butter, lettuce, a Japanese sweet potato, daring chicken, tzatziki, hummus, cucumbers, onions. Is that everything? They have feta. Mm-hmm. Did I get everything?
I think so.
Okay. And I'm gonna eat this. We're gonna watch America's Next Top Model, and I'm not gonna be able to feel my face. My eyes were so much bigger than my stomach, and I did not finish. Did you finish yours?
Well, yeah.
Wow, yeah. We did pretty good. Hi. We're gonna go out today.
Going to Seaport.
We're going to Seaport Village. I should have gotten footage of the Wetzel pretzels, but I would say that we demolished it, but it was fully me. I did it. I did all the damage. Thank you for the Wetzel pretzel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was 10 out of 10. So, what did you say?
This is day 2 of We Got Kava at Home.
Yeah. And you know what? I think we do pretty fucking good. I like, sometimes when you make like the like we have blanket home stuff, it's not as good. Respectfully, this fucks. Yeah.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
I agree. I agree. You agree, I agree. Agree. You know what? I'm gonna say it. We did pretty good. Hello. Today has been so exhausting. I haven't even got to talk about the book. Went to Seaport Village with one of Chappie's friends. Came home, ate dinner, and it was so hot at Seaport that I just wanted to melt. And now we're on our way to my friend Remus's birthday party. And I'm very excited, but I am also excited to shower off all of tonight and all of earlier today and just tuck back in with this book. But I think I am more excited to go to Remus's party. But I'm also excited to finish this book because I'm about 70% of the way through it now. And I do think if I just lock in, I will be done with it tonight. Probably tomorrow. We'll see when I get to finish this. Am I finishing it faster than I thought I was going to? Yes. Am I finishing it slower than I want because I've been busy? Also, yes. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm loving it. I don't think it's gonna be a 5, but I don't think it's gonna be below a 4. It's gonna have to do a lot of really stupid shit for it to get below a 4. So I think this is gonna be a 4, 4.5. And you know what? It could, in the last 40%, really come together and give me a 5. But right now, my heart's telling me 4. But a 4 is still really good.
Friday night. And then like I didn't even respond to his text. And he was like,
Okay. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
now I'm like, so you do it? Right. I said, well, probably.
So I realized I have been sitting here talking about this book, being like, oh my god, this book's great. It's about a cursed film. Never actually explained the plot. I'm about this far in. I only have this little bit left to go. I will not be finishing this tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I showered and I laid down and I said, I'm gonna just continue to lay down. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be finishing this tonight, but that is fine. So it follows these two lifelong best friends. Montserrat is a audio editor at like a local movie place, and Tristan is a actor in like old, well, it's old for us, but at the time he's in these like soap opera-y type things, and they befriend a director that they both like that happens to live in Tristan's building and in his apartment building, and they find out that this man has information about like a lost footage, like cursed film project, and they befriend him to try to get more information out of him. And I put this on, I put on my Gramercy Occult Society shirt because it ends up getting a little witchy, it gets a little spooky, it gets a little occulty. They realize that there's like layers and layers and layers and layers to this film, and maybe there's deeper, darker things happening. And then all of these spooky ghost things start happening, and it's just really good. And it's hard to talk about what's actually happening in this without spoiling things. But I do like it. I like how prevalent the silver nitrate is. I think I talked about it, or I told my partner about it, but silver nitrate movies, like reel-to-reel movies, used to be coated with silver nitrate, but silver nitrate is extremely flammable, so they would just like explode and entire movie houses would just burn down. So the old movie that they tried to rescue is coated in silver nitrate, so they have to be very, very, very careful with it. And then there's more, but I can't talk about that. But anyways, it's really good. I'm having a good time. Obviously, I'm flying through it, but I am exhausted and I will be going to bed. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing you can do to stop me, because by the time you watch this, I've already slept. I'm sorry, that was pretty aggressive of me. I am, however, laying in bed, and there is nothing you can do about it. But I should have been nicer and said good night, sweet dreams. And I will see you when I see you. I already turned the fan back on too. It was so hot, so if you can hear that, I'm not even a little bit sorry. So we're trying, I like all the other Shack candies. These ones are Shack Slams, but they're like nerd. They're like nerdy, or like the Nerds Rope, like nerd clusters. And then they come with hoops. I don't know if you're supposed to eat them together, but we're gonna try. I can't tell what's happening. I shouldn't have eaten them together.
What flavor was that?
Mango and watermelon. The mango's really good. I kind of just wish it was just the mango. I'm gonna try this by itself. I feel like if I wanted this, I would just eat Nerds.
May I try one?
Yeah. Do you want orange, strawberry, or watermelon?
Let's try it for watermelon.
I also don't like the orange.
I don't like that watermelon.
The strawberry was okay. The mango hoops are good.
Yeah.
You want to try a little bite?
Sure.
The mango flavor of the hoops is really good.
The watermelon was like, don't get me wrong, I know it's like fake flavoring, right? But like that watermelon is not good.
Yeah, the orange is not good either. The mango's really good.
That's good.
The mango's good.
That one. Shack, that one's good.
Shack, just give me a bag of the mango.
Yeah.
Shack, just give me a bag of the mango hoops. Yeah.
Sorry if you can hear my smacking, but that's really good.
But yeah. We're food reviewers. Editing Ty here. I never filmed a review for Silver Nitrate. I give it a 4. I liked the ending. It was good. Thank you. Hi, has it been a minute? Maybe. Has it also not been that big of a minute that it's an issue? Because all I needed to do was read these books before they were due at the library. And they're not due yet. But I do. Oh, my phone's propped up on it. Hold on. Ignore my dresser. I finally got a dresser. Isn't that exciting, guys? I got a dresser, but my clothes aren't in it yet. That's fine. I have been reading Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, and my first initial thought of this book is, wow, I like when Riley writes from the men's perspective more than I like when he writes from women's perspective, which I think is a common thing. I think that's like a universal feeling. Maybe, I don't know, sorry, I got really distracted. I think that that's a universal thing. I've been listening to this on audiobook. I'm like 2 hours into it. I feel like I could finish this in a day. That's the one thing about Riley's books, is they're very easy to get through very quickly. So that's cool. I feel like I'm going to finish this either today or tomorrow, and then I'm going to start The Hunger, and it's going to be a great time, and I'm going to get these done before they're due. because I think I still have like 9 days left, which is nothing. Have I really been reading in between these books? Now that's a question that you can yell at me for. Now that's a question that I don't want to answer. Now that's no, that's a question for another day, because I'm gonna go keep listening to this. I just had a interview for can I tell you guys? Maybe I had an interview for the YMCA over a video, and so that's what I've been doing. So I got all done up. I filmed a little video of me talking about myself, which was crazy. What a weird world we live in. And then I have to clean my room because I've been at Chappie's for the past week and I've been neglecting my space. So I'm gonna go clean. I didn't read like at all that week. I'm sorry I'm in love. I'm sorry that it's new and exciting. I'm not reading as much. But I am. I'm gonna finish this book. And then I'm gonna start The Hunger. I'm gonna clean my room. I'm gonna play Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm gonna go live, laugh, love. Yeah! I'm gonna go live, laugh, love. Hello. I'm also actively on Discord with Chappie right now. But they are asleep. They passed out. They took a little nap. Hello. Hello. Book reading is going good. But I got a little burnt out. I made this one go on a walk with me. Now we're going on a run. I'm still going. Oh, go. In Crocs? In Crocs. Whew. Damn. Oh. But I made this one go on a walk with me because I needed to desperately get out of my room. So. She comes in my room, lays on my bed. How disrespectful.
That's my boy.
You can't even see your boy. Dead the boy. I'm using Wasabi as a tripod. Do you see this?
No.
All you can see is your little feet. But I'm using him as a tripod.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't that cute? Don't move. Thank you.
Put those angel ears away. Whoa.
Whoa. I'll pay you. I'm trying to figure out the best way to use my cat as a tripod. It's like Mike Wazowski. So anyways, I'm about this much way through the book. It's about 35% of the way through. You can't count. You can't count. So, this is following a young boy named Ethan, and one night he was having a sleepover in a tent in his backyard with his neighbor Billy, which they did weekly over the summer. And Billy, when Ethan wakes up, Billy is missing. And there's no leads, there was just a slit in the tent. And this is kind of a time-jumpy, multiple perspective book where we're going between Ethan currently moving back into the cul-de-sac and then the night that it happened, a week before, right after, and I am really enjoying how many different perspectives we're getting, and I do love a whodunit, and I do love a true crime story, and I do think that Riley Sager should write men, and not women. You've been listening to the audiobook with me. How are you enjoying the audiobook? Oh, suddenly when I'm asking questions, you got nothing to say? Huh, you got nothing to say at all, sir? No words? Whoa. This energy is crazy, sir. Whoa. I guess we don't get to know Wasabi's opinion of the book. So far, I feel like this is going to be a solid 3.5. It's going to be a solid 3.5. Takes place in the 90s. Why is that car look like it's out of the 50s? I mean, I guess you could have a car from the 50s and the 90s. A pillow like this, not for the reasons, not the normal, like, you know, fat person reason, but because my shirt's far too inappropriate. And I don't maintain, like, a family-friendly quality to this channel, but I also don't want to get flagged. So, anyways, hi, friends. this chunk of the video is gonna have so much less footage because I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I don't feel good right now. Today has been rough. Today's been a rough day and I don't know why I don't feel good. But I don't. So I took the time today to, though, because I wasn't feeling good, I did pop on the audiobook and I finished Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. And now, I'm gonna say, I gave this book originally a 3. And then I sat with it for another couple minutes and I changed it to a 2.5. I gave this a 2.5. If you don't want, the only way that I can talk about my dislike for this book is if I completely spoil it. So if you don't want any spoilers, scroll away now. I'm gonna make the little like chunks down. You can go to the next book. Just go to the next book. I'm giving you a second to do that. Giving you a second to scroll away. I'm gonna start talking about it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How are you going to make a cast mostly men and then you put just a couple of women in it? And at the end of the day, the women are the bad ones. Only the women. Only the women are the villains in this book. None of the men. All of the men that could have possibly been it were like, no, actually, we're really good guys. We're like really misunderstood men. But it's the women. And like, I know in life women do bad things and I totally get that. But this just feels, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. The only reason I got a 2.5 and not a 2 though was because I'm sappy. And there was like a B plot of the story that ended up getting me. And that brought it up from a 2 to a 2.5. It sucks too because when I was here, last time I checked in, I was here, it had me. It got me. The first like third of this book, I was like, oh, I'm into this. This is gonna be better than Final Girls. Can you believe that I liked this less than I liked Final Girls? I'm just very happy this isn't where I started with Riley Sager. If you haven't read Riley Sager, don't let this be your first. I'm very glad I didn't buy this. Very glad I don't own this. Very glad I had my experience with this, but then now it's done. And now I don't have to own it. Now it can go back to the library. That's my thoughts on this. That's wild. I didn't think I was gonna hate this so much, but I did not like it. Hello. Good morning. I'm bent over because I still can't show you my shirt, which is hysterical to me. I forgot that I had this on and I started filming with it up and I was like, right. Anyways, so I was doing a deep dive on my Libby and I found out that The Hunger does have an audiobook. It's just, baby! It's just not available at my library. So I'm gonna see if I can get it on either Cloud Library, which I sometimes use, and then Hoopla. I'm gonna see if I can get it there because I'm in an audiobook mood. I'm still in an audiobook mood. And so I would love to start The Hunger today. And in order to start it, I would love to get the audiobook. I'm making coffee and then I'm gonna do that dive. So we'll see. Okay, exciting news. Roller coaster of a story, but exciting news. So I tried Cloud Library. I tried Hoopla from 2 different accounts. I also tried Libby from 2 different libraries. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere was this audiobook found. I even considered, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get a free trial to Audible because maybe. Nope, not on Audible either. I was like, what? So then I got a trial to Everand. Thank you, Everand. You had it. You had my back in the past and you have it right now. So I've been listening to the audiobook of this. And I'll be so honest, I knew going into this that it was like Donner Party inspired. Like, I thought it was like historical fiction in the sense of like, you know, we weren't going to use the Donner Party name. We weren't going to do that. But it was like obviously inspired by the Donner Party. No, this is the story of the Donners. Crazy. Like, they're using their names and everything. Anyways, so that's exciting. I'm just so excited that I actually got the audiobook. I feel so accomplished. And so now I'm doing laundry. I almost said I'm doing library. Jesus, now I'm doing laundry. And it's Chappie's brother's birthday. So we might go out for that tonight. Who knows? But as of right now, I'm cleaning, doing laundry, listening to this audiobook finally. I will say though, Everend won't let me cast to my TV to play the audiobook. And so that's been shitty. I have to listen to it on my iPad like a pleb. Anyways, I'm having fun. I'm just excited that I finally have this audiobook. Hello, hi. So I am going out tonight. So I'm gonna get ready and chit chat with y'all. Is that okay with you? So I'm about, I want to say about 50% of the way through the book. And I will say, I'm gonna just be really frank with y'all right now. I'm a little bored. I'm a little bored, and okay, if I didn't already know what the Donner Party was, like if I picked this up not knowing what's to come, and it does feel like they're putting a twist on it, which I think is kind of nice, but I also think I have weird feelings about like making a book off of this tragedy. I don't know, I think I have weird feelings about it. I also think right now it's moving a little too slow for my liking, in the sense that like right now the story kind of, and if anybody else has read this and feels like I'm being too harsh on it, let me know, but right now I'm kind of bored because it just feels like right now the story is men having men problems for the sake of men having problems, and I'm not like stressed yet. Like it's taken us a good while for people, for like an inciting incident to happen, and like other than that it was kind of just like, oh, life's hard for these people, and it's like, yeah, but like we knew that, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh on it, but I am just like feeling a little disappointed right now because this is the one that's been on my TBR the longest. This is the one that I really truthfully thought was gonna be the winner, you know, like the like 5 stars, probably like gonna be in my favorites of the year. I don't know, maybe I just like overhyped this book too much. Maybe I just like put too much expectations on this book, but it really feels like this is gonna be a 3. And you know, I could be wrong. I'm so okay with being wrong on that. Maybe it does end up picking up more, but I did look at all of my friends that have read it on StoryGraphs, and out of like the 6 people that have read it, everyone but one person gave it a 3 stars, and only one gave it a 5. And I don't like always banking my rating on other people's ratings, but I'm just like, oh no, how did I get pitched this book? Who pitched it to me originally? And I don't know, maybe I just like, because it's been on my TBR for so long, I like overhyped it to myself.
Me and Monty both are sweating.
So I'm probably not finishing my audiobook today because random side quest, we got tickets to a Padres game. What? Thank you. So update, we didn't make kava bowls, we made kava make us bowls, and now we're gonna watch Dimension 20. And I cannot emphasize enough to you guys how excited I am to be showered and about to eat. That was fun. The Padre game was fun. We won.
5-2.
5-2, baby. I'm very excited that we went and I had a good time. It was just unexpected and now I'm tired. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Thank you and good night. It is very cute in here. Oh, I'm chasing you.
Like I know, as if I know a lot of people.
I like you.
I taste the orange.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi, hello. Oh, just hanging with my friend here, you know. But hello. I look insane right now, which is fine. But we are helping one of Chappie's friends move. And I am watching the stuff in the U-Haul while they go get up and get another load. And just thought, oh, my hand. And I thought I would just talk to you guys while I'm here. I'm like an hour away from finishing the book, so I have to finish it tonight when we get done with this. And I'm gonna be honest, I should, if I wasn't filming this for a video, I would DNF it. I would. I'm not super loving it, but I gotta finish this video. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't DNF it, but I think I would put it away, read another book, and come back to it, but I don't have time for that right now. I don't have the luxury of that right now, because I gotta return the library books. And I know I could return the library books and still listen to the audiobook, but it's on the principle, you know. I'm kind of doing it for the principle of it right now. Thought they were walking back up. Catch me filming. Oh, somebody is walking up though. But yeah, like there's like moments of just like slowness, action, slowness, action. And the action is not worth the slow, is my payout. And oh, someone's backing up their car. Hold on. And their windows down. Hold on. But I don't think that like the payout of the action justifies how slow everything else is. And also, I say this as somebody who can follow Game of Thrones. There's too many characters. There's too many characters and I don't care. Too many characters and I don't care. That's mean. Because I think that this author is a really good author. I do like their writing style. I don't think I like this book. I think I'm still gonna give it a 3, but we'll see. Maybe the next hour, like the last hour, will like sway me to keep it a 3. We'll see. We'll see. What do you think? Have you read it? Have you read The Hunger by Omakatsu? Interesting. Good morning. So I didn't end up finishing the audiobook last night, but I did just finish it this morning because yesterday ended up, after we moved our friend, we went and got food and then we had to drive an hour home, and we drove home silently, ate our food silently, got ready silently, and then instantly, like 30 minutes after we moved, we had to get ready and then go see a play. And then from the play we drove home silently, came home silently, and just slept. But I did finish The Hunger, and now I gave it a 2.75 because if the entire book was the last like 40 pages, if it had that energy the whole time, this could have been a 5. But I'm also coming to terms with the fact that I got like a weird ick from it, because trying to rebrand what happened to the Donners and the Donner Party as this like spooky supernatural thing feels kind of insensitive, and is giving me the vibe of like when, like during like the true crime phase, like the true crime epidemic that happened, which I fell victim to too. I literally have a My Favorite Murder tattoo, like no judgment. When was this published? 2018. Yeah, so this would have been around the time where like true crime, please be quieter, airplane. I just think that this whole story could have been told and people would have known that you were paying tribute to the Donner Party without actually using the Donner name. You know, it just feels really insensitive, maybe a little touch insensitive. There were parts of this that were really good. Like there was some explanation of gore, which is what brought it from a 2 to a 2.75. But there was some gore in here that was really good, that really is gonna stick with me, and that's why it's higher. And I'm gonna say something confusing, and I need you to stay with me, and the people who get it, and the people who don't. I technically gave this a 2.5 and this a 2.75, but I think I enjoyed reading this one more. This one would have been lower if the gore wouldn't have been as good, but overall I enjoyed this one more. Hey, if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, I'm so sorry. I read Every Heart a Doorway. What ended up being kind of funny is I, at the beginning, said that I was gonna save The Hunger for last because I swore that was gonna be my favorite. But what's crazy is it ended up going in order of how I read them. So Every Heart's a Doorway was a 5-star. Silver Nitrate was a 3-star. And then these two were kind of neck and neck for being, wow, I read these in order. That's crazy. I should have done it the other way then, but I didn't. I read all of my library books before they were due. I did it. Ooh. What book did you think I was gonna like the most? Which one were you gunning for? Because I was really gunning for The Hunger, but it was not my favorite. Also down in the comments, let me know what was the last book you checked out from the library. And thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I'm so exhausted. My brain is pudding right now. And especially if you have a library card, then I love you the most.